Hello and welcome back to the Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Final Mix playthrough. It is finally time for Aqua to visit Destiny Islands.
What's that light? Terra. Ven. I hope we're ready for the storm that's coming.
Hey, wait up! Too slow, Sora. See you at the finish line. One more time. You just got lucky. Huh? Huh? Oh!
This boy looks so sincere, just like Terra. And this one, he's a spitting image of Ven. One of you might be special enough. Hey, you two mind telling me your names?
I'm Sora.
And you?
Riku.
Someone has already passed this boy the power. Was it Terra? Sora, do you like Riku?
Of course I like him. He's my best friend.
Good. So then if something happens and Riku is about to get lost, or say he starts wandering down a dark path alone, you make sure to stay with him and keep him safe. That's your job, Sora, and I'm counting on you to do it, okay? One Keyblade is enough for any friendship. I learned it the hard way. I wouldn't wish our lives on those children. Terra, please tell me, what's to become of us? Is that Mickey? How'd this happen?
Master Yan said...
Don't worry. I'll take you back to him.
So yes, Aqua found Mickey after he's been sort of blasted away into the middle of space. And we can finally head to the mysterious tower. Because obviously, you know, we need to drop him back to make sure he's alright. But before we actually do that, I should probably just muck around with my items. You know, just make him wait a little bit longer. Ooh! That's a tough decision. Do I go with Stormfall or Pixie Petal? I suppose I'll stick with Stormfall, since that is technically Aqua's main Keyblade. Makes sense to go with that. And there's not really too much point in me switching up my commands at present. If only because, you know, I'm about to go into the Mysterious Tower, and while there's a little bit of fighting that can be done, it's not a huge amount. So... yeah... but that's alright, because we are going to be doing a lot of stuff today. A lot of stuff. It is going to be a side questy part of epic proportions. Oh, good God. Thankfully, before you know we get a nice chunk of cutscenes, we do get to just fully enjoy a little bit of battling outside the Mysterious Tower, so thought why not use Peter Pan's D-Link, get that going. It is quite a fun D-Link, if I'm honest. The moves aren't necessarily phenomenal, but Sword Build is really, really fun when you actually manage to, you know, hit enemies with it. When you don't manage to hit enemies with it, it's a little bit painful. But I believe the final command that you get from it, which is Barrel Roll, I think, that's actually really quite delightful as well. And I don't know how I came out so furiously in that particular sword bill attack. It was just like, bloody hell, how quick can you go, man? Didn't do me much good because, you know, the enemies were all dead, but hey, theoretically could be very useful in a battle. Just maybe not this battle. And I believe the sticker and stuff is located in Jensen's room, so you do have to exit the world and come back in. But hey, plots, and there we go. Master Ericus is no more.
I'm afraid that means he has been struck down.
The Master? Who is responsible?
Master Xehanort and Terra.
No! Oh. That's absurd! Terra would never!
I hope with all my heart that you are right about your friend. There are some things even the stars cannot tell me.
Where is he? Where can I find Terra?
Terra's heart is leading him to the ancient Keyblade graveyard, where wielders of those weapons once waged war.
Alright. I have to go after him and see if it's true.
Be on your guard.
Please just be safe. I'll find a way to get you out of this.
Aqua really does get the short end of the stick in this story. Like, she's the one who has sort of the most abilities, really. But she ends up having to clear up after everybody else's mess, because she's the only one who's sort of sensible enough, I suppose, to not end up actively putting herself in dangerous situations and when she does, she is intelligent enough to, you know, not completely muck herself about. And I could have sworn that I'd placed those stickers, but that might have just been me, you know, scrubbing through my videos to make sure I got what I needed. And, I knew it! I knew it! God's sake! I thought it was, like, in that room, because generally they always are, because it's just like you can complete the world and then leave and you don't have to come back to it, but, then I second-guessed myself because I couldn't see it. It's just like, really? Really? But yeah. So, we are going on a delightful sticker hunt. As the same with every single time we have been through these stories. It just makes sense. However, there is an additional element to Aqua's run of this, because I am going to go and try to beat up... Oh yes, get that Faraga burst, it's amazing. Maybe not the most successful move in the game, but it's glorious to use. But yes, we are going to go and try to 3-star every single unversed challenge that awaits us in every single world, which does mean that this is going to last a lot longer than it probably would do otherwise. So there are definitely a good this part and next part of the completely obliterating unversed challenges, along with everything else, and guess in there with the whole Peter Pan up to Tinkerbell, and it's always quite fun going back to old worlds, because it's that whole thing of the enemies here are generally just a lot weaker, and while that does mean that, you know, you can kill them ridiculously quickly, and therefore you don't always get to use things as much as you perhaps would do, it's just really satisfying to completely obliterate enemies that perhaps gave you a bit of trouble early on in the game. It's just really nice. But yes, those unversed challenges. I don't quite know what is going through my head right now. I don't know whether I'm trying to get the prize pods to turn up or something. I'm really not sure what my entire thought process is at all. I suppose part of me was also going, have I got all the stickers in here? Do I need to go somewhere else? Because honestly, I don't know. At this point, I'm just going completely out my mind, trying to make sure I collect everything. And okay, no, good. I do have all the Castle of Dreams stickers. That's good. So, from the looks of things, I'm not completely going after all of the verse challenges at present. However, I'm pretty sure that I am going to go for at least some of them. Mostly the ones that are visible on the way, if I recall correctly. Because that just makes sense, and bloody hell, I never did Snow White stealing. Good grief, I mean, it is a bit of a rubbish one, to be fair, but, like, seriously, I would have thought I would have already levelled that one up. Clearly, it just got lost at the bottom of the pile, and I really did not care about it. And Sweet Memory was absolutely rubbish. Yeah, not a fan of Snow White stealing, and also that crow can just go sod off. I do not care about it. I just want to move forward. And oh god, I'm remembering what the verse challenge is in dwarf buttons is actually quite a cruel one, where the only effective way that you're going to get through it is by having a deck full of cures and curas and just pegging it towards hitting an enemy, which is delightful. Although I think actually, as long as you just sort of move around and cure, you generally make it through alright, but still. At least we got a few more hits on Sweet Memory that time round, because it didn't look like we were going to get many. Yeah, the other good thing about doing this whole picking everything up situation is that, you know, we get a few extra levels that we perhaps wouldn't have had before, level up some commands, get some more powerful ones. Like, I don't know why I have, well, I know why I haven't started to work towards Triple Faraga, it's because I don't realise just how useful Triple Faraga is. Because, yeah, my god, Triple Faraga is one of the best commands out there. It's insane. But I will make sure that I go and get it, because, like, I'm not messing out with that. That's just so damn good that I need it in my life. It's just I can't remember exactly when I go and, you know, start to melt that all together. In the meantime, at least we did, you know, unlock Magic Pulse 3 in this part, and that just puts us even closer towards getting Aqua's full, big, epic finish command. Which is still definitely my favourite of the three main heroes. And you can see in my brain I'm going, where the hell is this sticker? Because I can't remember where it is. But I do know where it is, because it is in the really delightfully... it's that bit where you've got to jump up to that top area and it's sitting all the way up there, you know, just to make it ultra difficult to get to it. And then I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to zoom my way towards that sticker. And actually, double flight and the air slide gives me just enough height and distance in order to get across here, so I will happily take that. And then double flight means get enough height for that, and we are all sorted. And, you know, since there are some more enemies to murder, let's bring out Snow White once again. I don't know whether we're going to get fully leveled up Snow White in this... Oh, we did! Hey! My D-Links are just being amazing right now. Getting them leveled up all nice and incredibly quickly. And then we get to use Sweet 7 on some actual enemies this time, which is really quite cool. Not as many as I perhaps would have liked, but still. I will say Sweet 7's a pretty useful finish command, because obviously it homes in on enemies, which is always a super useful thing that you can deal with. And okay, clearly I am not going for all of the unversed challenges this time around. I will be going for them, because I know I go for them, because I know that I get them. But clearly, it's not happening today. Might perhaps happen in Enchanted Dominion, maybe. But outside of that, maybe not. And we're just going to use this as a grinding opportunity, because you can't actually make it anywhere further down the bridge, but there are a whole bunch of enemies on the bridge, and perhaps I can... They're really doing an excellent job for me right now, these D-Links. But yeah, Goofy's D-Link is really helpful. Because, I mean, the Goofy Spin is deadly for anything that's on your level, because there's no way they're going to be able to avoid that. And then, I can't remember exactly what the fully leveled up D-Link is, but I believe it's something like Goofy Turbo. And, as you can imagine, that can really seriously do damage to your foes. And part of me is hoping that I'm gonna manage to get that in this room. Once again, I doubt it, because I always doubt that I'm going to be able to fully level up a D-Link in a single room. But there is still hope, I suppose, because there are different battles, and you know, we have had situations before where we've just ended up with multiple stars, or multiple Wayfinder stars turning up at once. But yeah, it's not happening this time around. But that's okay, because we still did a very good job levelling up Goofy there. And ourselves whilst we're at it. Now, I can't actually remember where the sticker is that I need to pick up in Enchanted Dominion. But I'm sure we'll find out. And oh good, we are going to do this one. At least I'm coming through on doing at least some of the Unversed challenges today. But I mean, we did do this one with Terra, so it's really not that bad. This is, I would argue, one of, if not the easiest of the Unversed challenges to get 3 stars on. Because these things fall so slowly, and particularly when you've got magic, you can use a Faraga, you can use Faraga Burst, and they just obliterate. You're potentially going to, you know, end up hitting them with your face at some point and hurting yourself, but really not that much of a problem to get the 3 star, because I think we need to get 30, which, as you can see, it doesn't take you that long. And I know that because I'd managed it so easily with Terra, I think when I did it this time around I thought, you know what, let's see exactly how high I can go before I either fail or get bored. I'm pretty sure that Get Bored came first. But hey, these things happen. It did look like there was a chance of failure at some point there, but it's still going pretty nicely. I mean, if I end up getting Blade Charge in this, then really, everything's just going to get absolutely destroyed. Oh good, I've got an over 50. At this point, I could probably just, well, really should just call it quits. And I did, because it was just like, yeah, I think I've proven that I'm pretty okay at that particular challenge. Yeah, very, very, very easy won that. So, nice quick way of getting Faraga, actually. So, it does come highly recommended. And if my memory is serving me correctly, we are going to get Goofy fully leveled up in this particular room. because I seem to recall using it, and while it not being as amazingly useful as I would have liked, because, you know, I knew it. Yeah, so it's not going to be as amazingly useful as I would like it to have been, because, you know, bloody ravens. It's still pretty fun to pull off as a move. So yes, it is indeed the Goofy Turbo, which, as you can see, I don't think I really had much of a control over how I actually control it, but it's a fun thing to pull off. At least it put me back exactly where I pulled off the move rather than the way where I finished, because otherwise I would have lost out on murdering all these enemies. And now I'm just going, where do I go from here? I think, yeah, I was just like, have I picked up the stickers from Enchanted Dominion? What am I doing? I just got really very confused, and then was also just like, where am I at with everything else? And then this is the moment where I realised that I haven't fully used Cinderella's D-Link's finisher at all, and ooh, we're gonna get ourselves a good old Fission Faraga. Nice. Oh, okay, got into Faraga Burst. I mean, that's okay. I'm liking my Faraga Burst. One that's, you know, gonna get me an ability whilst I'm at it. I'm down with that. I don't really need that one then, so it's just a case of going, right, what moves do I shove in there now? I mean, really the smart thing would be to level up some of my Faragas, because if I do that, then meld them with something else, then I can get Triple Faraga, which, as I've said, is an amazing move. But yeah, there's that Magic Pulse 3. Once again, it's very easy to get up to Explosion. Very easy. But it's not too bad to get up to Aqua's Magic Pulse 4, actually. Because all you really have to do is just kill enemies. Apparently I actually already got all of the stickers in Enchanted Dominion. Clearly, my brain is not being wholly that nice to me. But it's okay, because this particular sticker is very easy to get, because it's just there. And, you know, since we're here, let's level up Donald! Which is quite fun because, you know, you get all the magic, so you get to use... I'm definitely sure one of them is Fantasia. But either way, Donald's also just really fun to use. Donald and Goofy are excellent D-Links, as they should be. Oh yes, it's Flare, and then it's either Fantasia or Fireworks or something along those lines. It's a great move to pull off whenever you're playing the other games. So it's also great here, and particularly for Aqua, you know, because her stat is pretty much, it's all magic. That's where her emphasis is. It just makes sense to try and use Donald where possible, because you're going to be doing a lot of damage with it. It's also a really good thing that I did this when, you know, the Raven's back, because then I can Firaga them. And they can die. I don't quite know what I'm playing at present. Oh, okay, I'm just giving up on that one. And oh, it might be because there's a whole bunch of enemies in here. But either way, you know, we're at level 34 now, which is great, because we are basically only one level away from being pretty much the minimum that you would need to be in order to have a decent time during Aqua's final boss. I mean, I would suggest maybe being a little bit higher level than that, if only for getting just that extra bit of health. But yes, we've also finally gotten to use Ghost Drive, which I believe we unlocked at the end of beating up Vanitas in Neverland. And this is the first time we're getting to use it. It's a fun command style, but it's not necessarily always the most effective at attacking, because you're kind of teleporting everywhere, and while it's really cool, sometimes if it doesn't, you know, target your foes as you would perhaps like it to, you're sometimes just attacking thin air, which, as you can imagine, not entirely all that useful. And now at this point I'm just going, you know what, I just want my sticker. Because I'm pretty sure I need double flight for it, and I mean that's the case with all of these, so we've just got to run, slide, everything in order to reach it. Probably, you know, murder more and burst whilst we're at it, because if they end up in big arenas like this and they're not too frustrating to defeat, then I don't see there being too much of a problem with it. And I'm really glad that we can, you know, do multiple slides, because it does make us get through areas like this a lot quicker than just plain walking, because otherwise you're just like trudge, 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 trudge. It's times like these where you sort of want the running shoes or something to that effect from Pokemon, just to go, just wanna sprint. It's something that more games have begun to introduce these days, as well as, you know, the flip side of things with the ludicrously slow walking cutscenes, because they're always such a delight. I'm sure you can tell that I really dislike walking cutscenes. It's just that whole thing of, if you're going to take away control of what I'm able to do, could, you know, give me an actual cutscene rather than forcing me to walk at a speed which is just beyond slow, so that you can talk at me and make it feel like I'm sort of playing the game when really I'm just pushing forward. But hey, it's time for us to take on another inversed challenge. It's time for the belly balloon. The whole idea with this guy is that you have got to deplete his gas. I might have tried it with Terra, it did not go well, but you've got to do it really quickly. It's quite useful to do with Aqua, because her magic attacks, like that, mean that you can get rid of all of that gas really quickly. I can't remember exactly what the number is that you need to get 3-star. I believe it's definitely under a minute, it might be under 30 seconds. But doing stuff like that works an absolute treat. And I cannot recommend using Aqua enough. The annoying thing is that if you want to, you know, complete all of the reports, you have to do it with every single character. To get the trophy for 3-starring all of the reverse challenges, you only have to do it with one, but to complete the reports, you do have to get 3-star in every single one, which is a pain, to put it bluntly, but hey, it happens. And I think that we are pretty much done here, because I'm not sure if there are any other stickers that Aqua can pick up in Radiant Garden. I was just going for that lovely, well, there's gotta be. Maybe it's down in the garden area. I don't really know. But I was mostly just going for that particular lovely reverse challenge, because I know that it's not too bad. Clearly I've decided I was going to ignore the one in Castle Dreams, because that one is particularly annoying and does require a lot of preparation. The same is also true of the one in Dwarf Woodlands, so you do just have to be a little bit careful. And at this point I'm going, where the hell is this other sticker? I know there's another sticker somewhere. Where is it? Because I just have no idea what I am doing. And then finally I locked it up and realised what my mistake had been, which is, I believe that it's in the aqueduct area and it is hidden behind the big tower water thingamajiggy. And ooh! New command! Whatever could this be? Magnet Spiral! Oh, I do like a good Magnet Spiral. That's a really, really useful command for one of the things I'm going to do. Seeker Mine, also really good. Annoyingly, we got a Leaf Bracer out of that, but it's fine. We got a Blizzard Screen out of that one. But yeah, Magnet Spiral, very useful for something that we are about to do. Because it kind of draws in enemies around you and then smashes them away. It's really, really awesome. And yeah, get that Blizzara in, because that's what you just melded. Oh, okay. No, I'm leveling up my Faragas to then try and get Fish and Frog. That's what I'm doing. And yeah, we are probably going to be getting explosions at some point soon. It might be by the time we make our way out of Radiant Garden. It might be in the next part, but explosion is definitely on its way, without a shadow of a doubt. So yes, this is what Magnet Spiral does. Draws in all the enemies and then sends them flying. Most useful, in obviously group battles where you've got lots of enemies surrounding you. In that sense, it's a really, really useful command. Seeker Mine's also quite useful, although that is more useful in terms of singular enemies. Largely because it, as the name suggests, seeks in on the enemies that are coming towards you. And here we go. That was all I needed to do. Was it all worth it for that donut? Probably not, but hey, I said I was going to get all the stickers, so I'm damn well getting all the bloody stickers. But I think that I mean, it's been a bloody long part today, I can tell you that. Like, I remember taking me a bit longer to do this week's parts than previously, because busy life, and also, you know, 2 40+ minute parts in the same session. And also the heat, because it's still ridiculously hot in the UK for no damn good reason. Bloody climate change. So, yeah, I've had to split it up much more so than I would have done otherwise, and I'm a lot later in recording this part, considering it goes up the day after I've recorded it. But it's okay, because these things happen. I am prepared. I have got all of this sorted. It's all okay. I think that maybe is all the stickers in Disney Town. Maybe not. I'd like it if it is. Although I don't trust it to be. Now, I believe that one, yeah, that needs to go on the stump, as I believe do the donuts. And we get deep freeze! And we are, as you can see, very close to the end of our sticker collection. I did miss one in Enchanted Dominion. I knew it! I absolutely knew it! Bloody hell! Well, fingers crossed, before this part is over, I'm going to go back to Enchanted Dominion and get that bloody sticker. Good. Otherwise, I would not be able to forgive myself. I can't believe I missed that when I was there. And I knew I was missing a sticker. I knew it. Ah! Fine, I'll take my frustration out on these pig guards, because they absolutely deserve it, the brutes. There it is. I cannot believe I forgot about that. Oh well, that is all of the stickers that we can collect at the present moment in time. So, I think that we will make sure we, stick that in the sticker album. And then it is time for us. Finally, it was meant to be a little bit of a we've got stuff to do situation. Like, we've got to make it to the Keyblade Graveyard, that is important, because Tara's going to be there, we need to talk to him. And yet, no, we just needed to have a little bit of a mess around, really. Make sure, we visited everywhere else first. But now, it is time for us to head into the Keyblade Graveyard. I hope. After saving, of course.